If you want to rank in Google, then you should make sure that you have optimized meta titles. Welcome back to our YouTube channel here at Kappa Marketing. I'm John, one of the co-founders at Kappa Marketing, and I have been dealing with SEO for almost 20 years. One of the most important ranking factors ever since has been the meta title. Today I want to talk about 5 quick tips regarding how you can optimize meta titles for your websites. Tip number 1, define every meta title in a unique way. Just make sure that every page on your website has a unique and individually designed meta title. This can of course mean a lot of work, especially if you have a bigger website, but in the end it will pay off. Tip number 2, keep it concise at a maximum length of anything between 50 and 70 characters, including underscores or spaces. I have found that a good length would be between 64 and 68 characters. I'm a bit funny with that, I know. Some people say dependent on the device, depending on the resolution, you can also have 75 characters. Other people say keep it shorter. I just found out that 64 to 68 characters works pretty well for many of our clients and our own website. The next tip would be use keywords. Ideally, you wanna use a keyword right in front and not just somewhere in the middle or at the end of your meta title. Try to somehow add your main keyword or your main keyword phrase at the beginning of your meta title. You can use the meta description also to add another phrase that complements your main keyword or your main keyword phrase. Maybe in the meta title you want to have the singular form of a certain keyword. In the meta description you actually want to have the plural form or some slight variation of your main keyword. Tip number 4 would be to use pipes or colons, maybe also something like a dash instead of using a lot of filling words or having other prepositions maybe included in your meta title. Especially the pipe enables you to have 2 mini meta titles, one on the left side of the pipe and one of the right side of the pipe. That's a pretty elegant way to optimize for very similar keywords, but you don't want to do some sort of keyword stuffing, or you don't want to make your meta title look a little bit spammy to the user. And the 5th tip would be try to also include the possible search intent. Maybe for an informational search, you can slightly have a different twist to your meta title than if it was a transactional search or a transactional keyword. Let's say you want to optimize your shop for a certain product, then you could include something like action word, a very powerful action word like buy or get, offer. And when it's a service website where you want to create leads, you can add something like get in touch or free offer or something like that. So let's maybe have a quick look at some samples. My 2 examples come from one of our latest projects. It's northernrivers.net. We have an entry here which is for Bumford Plumbing, and the meta title of this page is currently defined as efficient and affordable plumbing. And then you can see the pipe Bumford Plumbing Services with a length of 59 characters. So you can also see that we do have actually 2 instances of plumbing. There might be a way to remove one of them or at least add the location. Let's see how we go. So first of all, I'm gonna copy this over, and since I saw that this company is actually located in Kingscliff, and between Kingscliff and I think Tweedheads in New South Wales, we do want to have the location included somehow, because people will be looking for plumbing services plus location. We might want to use something like, let's say, efficient and affordable plumbing services, Kingscliff and Tweedheads. This might be in this case a little bit better because we do have still the plumbing services and all sorts of variations of the keyword plumbing services, Kingscliff, plumbing, Tweedheads. Still short enough and concise, but also very complete in terms of giving the locations and having some helpful adjectives here. You might also want to have a call to action, maybe you could remove the efficient and affordable here, and then maybe use the pipe here, get quote, and that's also pretty short and concise. You can even add a state here, so NSW, make it a bit more complete. So the other example I have is from our own blog. You can see that the H1 heading is defined as this, and the meta title here for now has only the 10 key aspects, and the digital transformation is missing. Of course, since this article is optimized for digital transformation, it would make sense to have that keyword included in the meta title. And I have also rephrased this meta title a little bit compared to the H1 heading. This is another tip, by the way, to have another copy, of course, between meta title and H1 heading. Have a slight variation. Sometimes the system, the CMS, is just copying it over, but this is definitely a duplication, so I wouldn't do that. Have a slight variation in either meta title or H1, and in this case you can see it says 10 key aspects, and I have just rephrased it to 10 tips for reshaping businesses, and it's a length of 57 characters. Those were my 5 tips today for meta titles. I hope you learned something, and if you enjoyed this video, please make sure as usual to like it and subscribe to our channel. We are really happy about all the new subscribers and comments, and we'll definitely make sure to provide more helpful SEO tips and of course cover other topics related to successful digital marketing. Chat again soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.